Good afternoon, Warriors. Coach JB, your top health, crypto, and mindset coach in the world. I want to go live this afternoon and talk to you about XRP, the last chance. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now, I want to remind you guys, for about a year and a half, I've been doing my XRP videos. I've been bringing you information on a daily basis, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times a day, and helping you guys understand about one of the greatest assets in history, which is cryptocurrency, specifically XRP, right? And so in my belief system, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Let me repeat that. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, but I've shared with you guys my opinion over the last year and a half, and most of the times I've been right. The reason why I've been right is because the way I do my investing. I just don't invest in something because Elon Musk says it. I invest in stuff because I do deep dive research with our research team. We understand the fundamentals, the leadership team, the board of directors, the tokenomics. We take deep dives in all the cryptocurrencies we're invested in. Now, the reason why I've been a huge fan of XRP is because I used to be in banking. I learned how to scale banks from the ground up through going through CBA Executive Banking School. I ran multiple banks. And when I saw the technology that Ripple, specifically XRP, provided for the banks and the liquidity and cross-border payments, then I became obsessed. Just like somebody who is a Bitcoin maximalist, I would say I'm not a maximalist because I have many other cryptocurrencies that I believe in, but I really understand XRP. And I just want to share with you guys that I believe, not financial advice, that this is the last chance for you people to get into XRP, that this truly is going to be history in the making. But I want to share something with you guys and understand how small the population is in the XRP community. Think about that. We know BitBoy's been jumping on the train big time, and thank you for his push of the XRP army and the push of XRP in general, because I'm not about picking sides. I love BitBoy. We got Bearable Bull. We got Waters Above Crypto. We got Kevin Cage. We got the Digital Asset Investor. We got Jeremy Hogan, all these amazing people out there. And I'm just humbled to be part of this space, or even be respected in this space, to be able to have people enjoy my information. But I'll tell you what we should all be doing is coming together, understanding that we are investing in the best asset class in history. And I'll tell you what, Warriors, I believe by September 28th, the XRP lawsuit is going to get dropped. Just my opinion. Now, I'm going to take you through some facts, figures, numbers, logic on why I come up with that. Now, if I am wrong and it's not settled by the 28th, I still think we're going to see massive price appreciation. You're seeing it. It's coming up on $1.50 right now during the SEC lawsuit. It's not going to stop XRP from going through the roof. Now, the reason why I say it's the last chance, I want you to think about this for just a moment. What has happened to some of your favorite cryptocurrencies here in the recent past? Some of them hit their all-time highs, and they're passing their all-time highs. So as BitBoy said this morning, this is the millionaire maker coin, not financial advice. Anytime you're investing, you should always make your own decisions. Don't believe a crypto influencer. Don't make rash decisions. Don't jump in and out of cryptos. But let's take a journey of why I think that the SEC case is going to be dropped by September 28th. And what I like to do is I like to put myself in the perspective of the SEC. I like to flip the script and say, if I was the SEC, what would I do in this case? If you're backed into a corner, what would you do? So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a short clip of Jeremy Hogan. This video just came out a couple hours ago on September 6th. Already has 12,000 views. I'd highly recommend you go subscribe to his channel. Jeremy Hogan does a little brief on the compelled discovery. So we're going to watch a short clip of it, but I'm going to take you through what the SEC is doing right now. You understand the SEC is pushing back, not wanting to release documents of their employees' holding of XRP. Why do you think they're doing that, Warriors? Why do you think that Jay Clayton on December 22nd threw out an SEC lawsuit? By December 28th, he had left the SEC. And by March 29, 2021, we knew that he was consulting for One River or New River. I keep getting the name incorrect. Excuse me for that. And he's fighting for a Bitcoin ETF. We also had Bill Hinman, who left the SEC. and is a consultant or consulting for Andreessen Horowitz 2.2 billion crypto fund. So all the players are moving around. So what would happen if the SEC announced that their employees were holding XRP? What do you think would happen? The SEC is supposed to protect investors, right? And so do you really think that they're going to release the crypto holdings of their employees? Or do you think they're going to fight until the end to be able to bow out of this, to create a settlement? And when that settlement happens, Warriors, it's going to be the biggest news in crypto history. Do you realize that? It's going to be the biggest news in crypto history. That is why on December 22nd, when I was sitting in my hotel, I had been in XRP for a while at that point. I was doing YouTube videos on it. And December 22nd, I'll never forget this moment because I want this video to go down in history, whether 2 people watch it or 150 people watch it. But I remember sitting in my hotel on December 22nd, the C word was going on. I have an in-person facility and I have a Warrior Academy online. And I was in quarantine because, I had to quarantine because I was exposed to the C word. And so I in a hotel for 14 days. December 22nd, all of a sudden, ding, 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 ding. My phone starts going off. Coach JV, what are you doing? Jay Clayton threw out this XRP lawsuit. I'm out. You fudded me, blah, 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 on and on and on. I shouldn't have got into XRP. I said, bye, Felicia, over and over again. And they said, what are you doing? We want wise counsel. I ain't doing nothing. I'm holding on like a tick on a dog. And what I started doing was buying more. I bought more. I had this gut feeling to buy more cryptocurrency or more XRP. They start delisting from all the exchanges and I just set it and I forget it. And I just sat tight and all of a sudden now everybody's bullish on XRP. People that told me XRP was the worst thing have been reaching out to me to get into XRP. And I love every single one of them. I say, let's go, let's ride. Now, it's important to understand that you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. But what if you were to take $500, $600, $1,000, even $200 and invest it as if you could completely lose it tomorrow? And you had the opportunity to invest in something that could price appreciate massively over the next 6 to 7 months. Would you do it? You're going to throw your money away on Starbucks or eating out to dinner, $60 a night to go out to dinner, or maybe going out to a nightclub, or maybe overspending on things you shouldn't get. So that's the thing, Warriors, that I want people to understand is I've been holding on like a tick on a dog. I've been consistent. I've been disciplined. And I believe that this case is going to be dropped by September 20th. If it's not, I still think that it's going to go through massive price appreciation. So we're going to go through this journey together, Warriors. Also, if you didn't see, we had the first show with Ken Mack and the Coach JV show, which was really exciting. We had our show this afternoon. You can see that. I'll have that in the description down below, or you can just check the YouTube video. So let's watch this first video. So this is Legal Briefs, Jeremy Hogan. Okay, so listen to the short clip. I'm just going to show a short clip. So I want you guys to respect his channel and go watch the full video. But listen to what he says, and I'm going to take you through what the SEC is refusing to do. And Warriors, it's time. It's time. It is going to be the biggest celebration, but I also want to pause for just a moment. Please listen to me with this, please. 85% of people that win the lottery go bankrupt. Most pro athletes, I shouldn't say most, a large portion of pro athletes that amass a large amount of wealth in a short amount of time when they get in the NFL, NBA, NHL, something like that, they lose their money. Warriors, you have to change your mindset, because once you amass a large amount of wealth, whatever habits and behaviors you have now will only be exasperated much bigger. So I want you to understand that, Warriors, your mindset is going to be critical, that you build a wealth mindset. Just because you have maybe $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, number one, if you're cashing out, make sure you follow your local tax law. Put money away for taxes. I just want to help people with this. I'm not a tax advisor, but make sure you do that first. Don't get yourself screwed in taxes. Number two is don't go out and buy Lambos and nice ass shit. Invest in wealth generating assets. Trust me on this. Take that cash. Act like you're still poor. Take that money and put it into wealth generating assets. Make sure you watch the Ken Mack and Coach JV show, 9 o'clock every Monday. We're going to be bringing you that. We're working to free as many people as possible. Please, please, Warriors, surround yourself with wise counsel. Don't go buy that big ass Ferrari, all that stuff. Make sure you take this money and turn it into generational wealth. Okay. So let's watch this first clip. Didn't mean to jump on my soapbox. That's the father coming out in me. All right, here we go.
Not specific enough. I mean, at one point in answering an interrogatory in the grade, the SEC provides a link to evidence, and it's just a link to Twitter in general. When I clicked on the link, which is supposed to be to a piece of evidence, I just saw a picture of my face. That's some ugly evidence. So for that reason alone, I would predict that Ripple's motion to compel better answers to interrogatories will be granted in large part. But that being said, it's probably in the SEC's best interest to amend its answers because they aren't very compelling to me and obviously not very specific. And if I was representing the SEC, I would want to amend these answers with an eye towards summary judgment. And I think
the key I want you to pick up on that is not specific. And he said if he was representing the SEC, he would make them amend those answers. They are non-specific. They don't want to submit documents, whereas they are literally trying to save face and figure out how to get out of this to create a settlement. Because think about this, Warriors. If we find out that they are holding XRP, all shit's going to break loose. All shit's going to break loose. Their job is to protect us. That's why they're being so like evasive with everything. Listen to what he says.
Think it will be allowed to do so, or we should say will be forced to do so, because discovery has not been completed yet. There are still the depositions of Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson this month, and also expert witness testimony. So at the end of the day, I think there will be amended answers here, and I think the SEC will be forced to show its hand, and by that I mean not just a hand drawn by a little 4-year-old, but a detailed Rembrandt hand with joints and wrinkles and such. And we learned one more thing from this motion, which I want to touch on briefly, which is a big problem not only for the SEC, but really for the court as well. Looking at the bottom of page 2 of the motion, quote, the SEC responded that every offer, sale, and distribution of XRP by defendants over an 8-year period, which defendants estimate includes, but is not limited to, approximately 1,700 contracts, close quote. Wait a minute. So because the SEC waited over 8 years to bring this action, we're looking at over 1,700 sales of XRP to various entities by various entities with different arrangements, and many of the resales made to non-United States exchanges and entities. So forget about whether the 1,700 sales were investment contracts. How is the court going to analyze jurisdiction over all of these sales in order to analyze damages? Now, I have no idea.
Okay, so we'll stop right there. Make sure you go watch the full video. It's very, very informative. So what he says right there, the SEC doesn't have their shit together. I think we can make that very, very clear. They don't have their shit together. There's also 1,700 transactions. Most of them are not in the United States. And so how are they going to go through all these? And what, like you said, 8 years later, they're throwing out this case. This is all by design. It was by design to slow things down, number one. Number 2, so they can accumulate their bags. And number 3, to bring in a new Howey test to figure out how to regulate the crypto space so that they can have a piece of the pie. That's basically what it is. There's a brand new asset class coming in like a freight train. They had to find a cryptocurrency, being XRP, right? Because they're invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum, right? Jay Clayton is pushing for a Bitcoin ETF. Think about that. Bill Hinman is consulting for a cryptocurrency fund. I mean, they're all in the game, Warriors. So they had to figure out a way to slow the train down, right? And that's the beautiful thing for us. Those who are patient, it's like a bow and arrow that's pulled back super, super tight. As soon as that thing is let go, Warriors, it is going to the moon, not financial advice. Okay, so the SEC won't disclose Bitcoin, Ether, or XRP holdings. The Security and Exchange Commission, SEC, has refused to disclose aggregate data of Bitcoin, Ether, and XRP holdings and trading. Defendants' request falls well below the low bar of relevance the court considered when it ordered the SEC to produce ethical counsel's guidance on the digital asset and its unjustified intrusion into the private financial affairs of SEC employees, even on the aggregates basics. Okay, so now they're saying you can't get into our personal investments of our employees, but they can rip apart Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson's portfolios. Like, think about that, Warriors. I mean, this is amazing what's happening right now. This is getting so thick. Okay, so listen to this. This is from James K. Fallon on Twitter. The SEC has filed its opposition, this is on September 3rd, to Ripple's defendant's motion to compel the SEC to produce documents showing whether SEC employees were permitted to trade XRP and other digital assets. Okay, so you can check this out. I highly recommend you go check out all this document. Read through these words, because when you read through this, it really builds up your confidence for this SEC case, and it starts to build your acumen, right? So don't just trust a word I say. I spend hours, and my team spends hours reading through these documents because we're trying to bring you information. We're trying to bring you information that will help you, Warriors. That is our key. We want to bring information that's impactful. We're not just trying to grab onto any news story and bring it to you. We're really trying to bring you impactful information, right? You guys can read the news. So we're trying to bring stuff to you that's actually going to bring you value. For example, talking about the Social Security this morning. That stuff's not that exciting, but it's important for you to understand for your crypto investments. So I know I'm not going to get a bunch of views because it's not clickbaity, things like that. But these are the real things that are happening within the economy, warriors. I would rather bring you really solid information to help open up your mind and awareness to a new possibility and understanding economics. Okay. So as we move over here, I wanted to show you the upcoming events, excuse me. So we have, what do we got coming up here? We got September 20th, it's the deadline for depositions of Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. So this is why I think that by the 28th, it's going to be settled. So they have their deposition on the 20th, right? So they have to appear in court. Okay. The Ripple defendants' opposition. On the 28th, the SEC, September 14th, a letter brief concerning the allegedly privileged documents and the SEC withholdings have to be submitted by the 28th. So I actually got to listen to the hearing. It was pretty remarkable. Thank you to Mario from our research team. He sent me the information. I got to listen to the hearing. You could hear Judge Dent Burns' disdain. It sounded like she was upset with the SEC. They don't have their shit together. You know, guys, get your shit together, SEC. It's just an interesting thing to see. These are the people that are supposed to be protecting investors, and to see all these players moving around. I really believe, and I'm going to put this into my heart and manifestation. We can all do this together. Whereas put your heart in manifestation, your feeling, connect your heart and mind together. This will be settled by the 28th, and the people will win in this case. The people will win. Okay, now this was pretty cool. This was Jungle Inc. XRP. He has a pretty cool feed, by the way. So it says, do you think it's by accident that Jay Clayton's prior law firm representing Consensus Director Hinman was part of the EA, the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance? It gets thicker and thicker, warriors. Think about this. So luckily, these two upstanding government officials would have to rescue themselves left and right, making ETH enforcement IMP. You're going to have to really listen up closely to this one. I'll try to turn it up as much as I can. But she's hammering Jay Clayton on his nefarious stuff. Listen.
They are represented by Sullivan Cromwell in front of the agency. Then
here we go.
A strategic company that wanted to try to avoid an SEC enforcement action could simply hire Sullivan and Cromwell to represent them before the agency, and then you couldn't vote for enforcement against that company. Is that right, Mr. Clayton?
I'm not sure about that, Senator.
Well, you do know the rule that if they are represented by Sullivan and Cromwell in front of the agency, then you're going to be banned from being able to vote against them.
If they are represented by Sullivan and Cromwell in front of the agency, I would not be able to participate.
That was my point. These strategic companies.
Isn't this funny? Like all of a sudden they forget the rules. Like, yeah. You know, it's just such an interesting thing, Wars. It's like the narcissistic behaviors, right? The rules don't apply when it's turned back on you. So it's time, Wars. The curtain's being lifted up, or there's a whole nother game being played. So you got to look at both sides. We can't be foolish on this, right? The powers to be, there's a big money play going on right now. This could all be by design. They could all be behind the scenes, rubbing elbows, going, hey, listen, let's stack our bags. Let's confuse the shit out of people. And we're still going to launch this thing into oblivion. That's why you need to have an exit plan, warriors. That's why we have our exit strategy in the Crypto Academy. Okay, because it's like you have to have a game plan. If you're a long-term holder, don't even worry about it. Just set it and forget it. But if you're planning on pulling profits in this bull run, you need to make sure you have some exit targets, because you're never going to catch the top, warriors. You are not going to catch the top, and you're not going to catch the bottom. Okay, you're going to go sliding up. You're going to flying up the top. You're going to get greedy. You're going to want more profits, and you're going to come sliding down the back end. Now, this is the thing right here that she was talking about. So it says SNC advises Consensus in acquiring Cordium Enterprise blockchain platform from JP Morgan. I mean, this stuff is wild, warriors. So how are you guys feeling about this? I want to hear in the comments. How are you guys feeling about this? I mean, I believe that by September 28th, this thing's going to get dropped. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a settlement, and we're going to see some massive price appreciation. Now, the one thing I do want to say is I want to share a bit of gratitude, a ton of gratitude to all of you guys for all the support. I never even thought I would be a crypto influencer or any of this. I was just sharing my truth. That's all I did. I just came on here and started sharing my truth. That's it. Just started sharing what I'm actually doing with my finances, how I'm exiting the crypto space, what I'm doing. So the things that I am doing, let me be very clear with you guys. What I'm doing is I've amassed a pretty good crypto portfolio. I have a 50% exit strategy. I'm exiting 50% of the crypto market. Okay. So as I exit 50, I have 4 price points on the way up as the bull run. So I watch my exit strategy every single day in my academy. Basically what happens is when we went through the mini bull run before, every time I hit a target, I exit that target. I send a video to my warriors and say, this is exactly what I'm doing. What I was doing before in the mini bull run, silver. Okay. And I was staking in DAI, DAI, for passive income. So I'm going to be staking in DAI. I'm going to be hedging or creating wealth preservation with my silver. Okay. And then I'm also going to be getting into LBOs, leverage buyout offers with Ken Mack. So I'll have a corporation purchasing strategy, right? With the corporation, purchasing corporations, creating passive income. I'll be buying multifamily properties. Now I'm in the infancy stage with my learning with Ken Mack on that. But what I am personally doing right now specifically is crypto is my main focus. As I exit the market 50%, yes, I do know that there's a tax implications, but I'm also outweighing the gain versus the investments that I'll be putting in them to gain passive income, right? I'm also putting money aside to buy back into the crypto space. So I'm going to start to diversify just a little bit. I'm about 98% crypto right now, right? So I'm going to have some diversification after this crypto bull run. Also to diversify a little bit. So maybe I'll be about 70 crypto, about if I'm looking at 20, maybe precious metals, and then 10% set aside to get maybe riskier assets. I'm also going to be looking for the stock market crash because remember, the Shemitah hits tomorrow on September 7th. From September 7th to September 22nd, 2022, anywhere during that time, it's a 7-year Shemitah. There usually is some sort of financial collapse. This is not to scare people. This is nothing new under the sun, right? That's what God says. It happens over and over again. History doesn't repeat itself. It often rhymes. So let's see here. So get an affiliate program. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we do need to get an affiliate program, man. We're kind of working. We are so busy right now. There's so much amazing stuff. Feel very blessed, very grateful. Very, very grateful. But we're working on the affiliate program. We should be getting that up soon. So let's see. Michael, I've never seen you around. Let's see anybody else. People ask, it's still a good time to buy. Please don't buy if you're not ready. Of course, it's a good time to buy. Of course, absolutely. I love that, BB. Great advice. Yeah, if you're not ready, don't buy. Don't mortgage your home or don't do a cash advance on a credit card. Only buy what you can afford to lose, right? All of this is a risk. That's why I said don't believe a word I say. What if XRP goes to zero? What if it collapses, right? I don't believe that's going to happen. But if it does, all my crypto, just so you guys know, I'm very disciplined in the crypto space. So every single crypto that has passed its or I've doubled my profits, I pulled my initial investment. So I'm mostly house money in all my cryptos. So if my portfolio went to zero, I pulled all my initial investment out. So I think that's really important as you go through these massive price appreciation. I always work to get my initial investment back first. So if you walked into a casino in Vegas, if you sat down $2,000 and you won $4,000, you should always grab the $2,000, put that in your pocket, and then you're playing on house money. Let's see. Did you see the Michael Saylor September mass Bitcoin buy 7 could dump just like XRP in February? Yeah, definitely could. Anything could happen to Warriors. That's why you got to have an exit strategy or an exit plan. What do you think is a minimum to have? It really depends on you. I mean, I stacked my XRP at 13 to 17 cents. My average buy-in point is 27 cents. So ever since it went over 27 cents, I didn't buy anymore. So if you do the math, right, if it goes to $10, if you had 1,000, you just do the math, right? What is comfort to you and what will you do with that money? Now, if you're just getting into XRP, there's different types of investors. I've talked about this in my Warrior Academy. There's someone who is literally struggling paycheck to paycheck in a just over broke job. And maybe you make $10,000. So that's the most money you've ever had before. Maybe you pull a little bit out, put some money in savings, or you take that money and you put it into some silver, or you take that money and start a business. You always want to take the money and multiply it. That's the key. The savings probably wasn't the right thing. When I'm talking about every bit of money. So for example, I'm cash poor. I'm becoming asset rich, in my opinion, right? And so I have passive income businesses now. It took me years to build these. I started building them in 2017. I have a supplement company. We have a clothing company. I have a Warrior Academy. I have a podcast. So I have passive income 24 hours a day. So I make money while I sleep. I don't clock in for a paycheck. I'm making money right now breathing, right? And so when I'm sleeping, I'm making money. So those are the passive income strategies. I'm staking in DAIA for passive income off my cryptocurrency. I'm hedging against the collapse of the US dollar through silver. That's my asset preservation. And now I'm getting to LBOs. I'll be buying corporations who are being sold or approaching baby boomers who have very profitable businesses and using the bank's money to buy out those companies. So let's see, have a chat room. Let's see. Do you have anything for the Songbird airdrop? Oh, yes, we did. We actually did a whole YouTube video on it. I think it was last 2 weeks ago. So if you go through my feed, or you go through our recent videos, you'll see me and the research team did Songbird. We actually did a whole video on it. Tomorrow is solidarity with the people of El Salvador and their leader. Will you join us? Yeah, let us know, man. Let us know. Have a fun chat room. Be safe and have planned to exit bull market. Love you. Love you. Let's see. What's all the talk about VXV? I do not know what that is. Crypto is not a get rich quick scheme. Thank you, AP. It is not get rich quick. None of it's, if you're in it to get rich quick, you're going to be broke, right? So getting rich for sure is understanding economics and what's going on. It's slow, it's methodical, it's boring. That's how you get wealthy. The last year and a half has been slow, methodical, and boring. I don't get caught up in the pumps. I don't get caught up in the dumps. I don't get caught up in the emotion. When it collapsed, what was it, around May this year? It collapsed like, what was it, 70, 80%? I didn't even flinch. I was like, oh, what are you doing? I just sat tight. I held strong. I bought a bunch more crypto. Every time it dips, I buy more crypto. Minimum or max to have in relative to each person. Yeah, that's a great advice. That was Seasider 702. Yeah, it's all relative to each person, right? So I may say I have a lot of XRP or cryptocurrency, but to somebody else like Ken Mack, it's probably not a lot of XRP or cryptocurrency, right? Let's see. What do you think is a minimum to have? That's up to you. Do you see the Michael Saylor? I did that one already. What's up with Quant? Will it correct down to 100? I don't have enough information on Quant, QNT. I keep getting a lot of questions. I stick with the ones that I know. We have a Discord. We have a free Discord. You can click the link down below. Also have a private Warrior Academy where you can ask questions of our research team, our technical analysis team. We have calls throughout the weeks as well. Let's see. Yes, Andrew, the crypto influencer and the celebrities are hardcore pumping the market right now. Don't fall for the FOMO. Great advice, Seasider. I like this guy. BB, please. People ask, is it still a good time to buy? It really depends. If you're not in crypto, it's if you don't have any XRP, people are asking me, I'm not financial advice. If you don't have XRP, it's probably a good time to get into XRP. Let's see. Fool's going to be cashing out, and they're going to buy the coin and price out. Let's see. Mitch, are you new to the channel? Let's see. Yeah, this is cool. Just a reminder for UK investors, bear in mind, is it 12,300, 3,000 capital gains tax on crypto? Yeah, make sure you account for taxes, whereas they're going to come after you guys. Be careful with that. If you cash out, you're not going to run from them, man. When they need something from you, they're going to come after you. So it's not fun, man. It's not fun. I've heard there'll be a correction later this month. I think there might be a little pullback because there'll be probably the last retracement for the big money to accumulate more. Thanks, XRP Daddy. Woo! Thank you. Is that Michi Costa? Let's see. Never making an exit. Holding strong. TRCAN hit max $10. I believe it'll hit $10. Yes, I do. BitBoy says it'll go to 20. I'm focusing on 7 to 10. 20. Give BitBoy a big old kiss on the cheek. Andrew hits a high point right now. Be patient for a pullback this month. Absolutely. Yeah. Let's see. And prepared 16 months for this moment. Me too, man. Thank you, Jason. Me too, man. Let's see. Coach JV is Extreme Prime legit? I don't know. I have no idea. People keep bringing that up. Does anybody know anything about Extreme Prime? I've never heard of it. North Carolina playing for vacation with XRP. Get it? Let's see. Does Kraken report to the IRS? They're a cryptocurrency bank. I have Kraken. I don't know if they report to IRS. They're all going to have to report to IRS eventually, probably. I don't think they're going to get around to that. You do really think that the government is going to allow, especially if in America, if you're an American holder, do you really think they're going to let the exchanges not submit that? So at some point, what will happen is in the future, if they do pass regulation, they'll probably backdate everything and they'll get all the logs. So I submitted my taxes this last year. I had 792 transactions. It wasn't that bad because it's taking. So this is not tax advice from what I know. We have a tax person in our academy. She does my taxes, my crypto taxes and my taxes. But basically, anytime you move a crypto, not from XRP to XRP or Ethereum to Ethereum, when you move it from Ethereum to fiat, or you trade a cryptocurrency, it's going to create a taxable event. And so it's going to take, it's at the end of it, 790 transactions. It took the profits and losses, just like you would on like a, I'm trying to think like a stock portfolio at the end of the year, right? So it takes your profits and losses and then you pay the capital gains. Once makes go live, it's over. Yes, 100%. And just so you guys know too, my banking experience. So I went to CBA executive banking school. I ran banks. I was a vice president of a bank. And so if you understood how banks work and you understood how to scale banks and how expensive it is to build the infrastructure, okay, how expensive it is to change technologies, how expensive it is to change systems and processes. Because think about this. Okay, all of a sudden you change a whole financial system. Let me give you an example. You got Reg E and you got overdraft rules, right? So this was when we changed the overdraft rules when I was in banking. Do you know how much money it takes legally? Number one, to get the legal team to get everything submitted. Number two, how much money it takes to notify all the customers. So these smaller institutions, they're going to have to use a company like XRP, XLM, some type of cross-border payment or DLT, distributed ledger technology company, to be able to help bridge them, because they're not going to be able to come up with the technology like JP Morgan. JP Morgan's a powerhouse. They came up with their own blockchain, right? But XRP can solve that problem. And remember, guys, Bank of America has Ripple in its patent. It's actually in its patent. It's there. It's already in. And I found out, I presented on I think it was on YouTube just a little bit ago, or I presented to my Warriors. Bank of America, Merrill Lynch were presenting a presentation, and they had Ripple in there. I mean, it's like they're in their patent, Warriors. So they're linked up with Bank of America. And I believe that's why Warren Buffett, his number 2 stock is Bank of America compared to Apple being number 1. Take profits or just let crypto ride for 5 years. I don't need the money now. Yeah, if you don't need the money, dude, just let it sit. Set it and forget it, man. Just keep an eye on the shit coins, though. You guys, if you're in shit coins, when regulation comes in, be very, very careful, Warriors. Another thing I do want to say, since I have everybody on 322 people, this is beautiful. Be very careful. I don't do What's Up app. Just so you know, I don't invest people's money. I have a Warrior Academy, Crypto Education Academy, Mindset, Subconscious Mind Programming, 120-day challenge, workout nutrition. That's in the description. I do not invest people's money. I do not do What's Up app. There's so many imposters, and it's anybody who is in the financial space. Dave Milet was just talking about that. Gary Vay has them. All of us have them, right? I have hundreds on TikTok, thousands on Instagram. It's pretty sickening how much work these guys put in. But I do not do What's Up app. So I will not ask you to invest crypto at all. So I will not help you invest your crypto. I will show you my portfolio in my academy. Just want to let you guys know there's a lot of scammers out there. Let's see here. So I think there was a tax question. Coach, you said tax a transaction is moving crypto to a ledger. Oh, great question. No, as long as you're moving it from crypto to you're like moving it for XRP, let's say Ethereum, off of your exchange onto your ledger, that is not a taxable event. Great question. David Schwartz tweeted that 100 to 130 end of the year is reasonable. Holy shit. David Schwartz tweeted that. And then also, did you see the picture? I think it was David Schwartz that posted the picture. He said, this is a great view of a volcano. And I have to check it out to make sure it's legit. But he said, it's a great view of a volcano. What do you think that means? It's coming, the eruption. Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. That's why I'm holding 50% of my portfolio long-term for a super cycle. The only reason I'm pulling 50%, Warriors, is because I'm every bit of money I'm taking out, I'm turning that into wealth-generating assets. Every bit of money I pull out will have a purpose. I'm not pulling out to buy fancy things. Like, I'm finally buying a newer vehicle. The only reason I'm buying it right now, guess what? I'm not buying it. My company's buying it because we're going to pay a shitload in taxes this year. So it's either give it to the government or buy a company vehicle. So we're going to buy a company vehicle. So I'll now have a vehicle. But that's the beautiful thing about owning a company, right? Is that I can buy it through the company instead of paying the taxes, because we can depreciate a certain amount of the value, even if you do get a loan. I don't do any loans on my own personal cars. I paid off I have 2 cars. I paid them off, have 0 car payments. But through a company, it makes sense because the company is making the payment. You can depreciate the value of the car up to a certain amount for the first year and take that off your taxable income. So much things you can do when you own a business. You think cashing out an annuity and dumping it into crypto is a good idea? The returns, I think, over year would be so much better. Follow your gut, man. I'm not a financial advisor, but follow your gut. Just always, you're doing the right thing. Look at the risk and reward, right? You're doing the right type of thinking. Like, think about it. What's the risk? What's the reward? If you have to pay taxes on that, is it worth, taking the hit on taxes to put it into something that's going to appreciate? Do you have an exit plan? If you don't follow your exit plan, you're stuck in the market. Why let it sit when you can take profits and then buy it on low? Yep, John, you're correct. Also, you have to look at capital gains too. If you're paying 30% capital gains, let's just say it's 30% out the door, right? If it is. So if you take $1 million and you pay 30%, you profit $700,000. If it's going to pull back more than 30%, you think, right? You would invest back into crypto, which I believe it'll pull back just like it has every single cycle. So if it's going to pull back 80 to 90%, so that's what I've kind of been taught. Look at the highest point and pull it back 80 to 90%. And so it should drop under the target to buy back in. No, because, yep, great. So Warriors Rise, let's go, get your shit together. Is crypto.com okay? Help blonde out. I love crypto.com. My favorite app. I love crypto.com. I have most of my cryptos. I do most of my crypto, not trading, most of my crypto purchases, and I also stake on crypto.com. I love crypto.com. Do you think there will be another bear market, or will the utility? Oh no, I think there'll be another bear market for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely another bear market. It'll be the same market cycle. In my opinion, not financial advice. I think it's going to go, it's doing the same exact thing we said it was going to do with the cycle. Everybody's like, no, everybody kept telling me when it collapsed just recently, they're like, dude, it's over. It's over. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not over. History repeats itself. It rhymes. It's going to rhyme until something changes, until it proves us otherwise. Follow what happens over and over again. Okay. So, no, I think it's going to go September, October, and then it'll start to kind of cool off a little bit. And it could go in around maybe December, January. But I think we'll see some blow off tops in October, back into September. Just my opinion. Move it to stable coins if you do not where to move it. Yep. So that's what a lot of my profits will be sitting in stable coins. Great question. I'm using DIA, and people asked, it was a recommendation by CryptoCito, and it was cool because it ended up being backed by cryptocurrency. I'm trying to hedge against the US dollar collapsing. Do I think it's going to collapse tomorrow, or I don't know. I don't think so. They're going to keep increasing the debt ceiling. They increase the debt ceiling, quantitative easing. They'll just keep kicking the can down the road, but how long can they do that for? Question is, what is staking? So staking is taking your profits. Like for example, if I took $100,000 out of XRP, I could buy DIA, DAI. It's a cryptocurrency. You could stake other cryptos. You could stake most of your cryptos. So I could take DIA and I stake it. I hold it up. So I stake it, right, for 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, depending on the terms. The longer I hold it, the more interest I get. But the key is when they lock it for 3 months, it's taken out of liquidity. You can't cash it out. The higher you go with the staking, the higher period, the higher interest rate you get. There also is flexible staking on crypto.com where you can actually pull it out and it's liquid, which is awesome. So imagine staking. You're staking it. You don't lose the value. The value of your crypto goes up and down, and you're paid annual percentage yield based on the value of your crypto within the current time. Okay. So you don't lose your crypto. You just don't have the ability to trade it or get it out of the market. Dumb question. What is a stablecoin? No, that's not a dumb question. There's not a dumb question at all. There is no dumb questions, guys. So stablecoin you said stablecoin, right? So stablecoin is exactly that. It's stable, right? It doesn't fluctuate with the market where you see these big influxes up, influxes down. That's even the right word. Big swings up, big swings down. Stablecoin stays stable, usually attached to the US dollar, right? So you have fiat stablecoins, you have crypto-backed stablecoins, and then you have precious metal-backed stablecoins. So they're pegged to the precious metals. They're pegged to a basket of cryptocurrencies. So there's usually a basket of cryptocurrencies that's pegged to, and then they're pegged to the US dollar. So they only have these small fluctuations. So it basically takes out the risk. Where's Kev? Oh, so Kev and I go live on Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. Tuesday and Thursday. So we have the Kevin Anytime Coach JB show. So I just went live just to go live with you guys. Is it safe to hold on Coinbase? All exchanges, people say it's not safe to hold on exchanges. You always want to hold on a hard wallet. That's the best recommendation. Dumb question. Yes, I got you that one. That's not a dumb question. There is no dumb questions. This is like Japanese. Like if you've been in crypto for a while, it may seem silly, but if you haven't been in crypto, there's no silly questions. Staking is effectively giving away your keys. Cyber attacks. Yeah, you can look at it. So XRP Hardy's saying that staking is a way of giving away your keys. You are locking it up on exchange. Absolutely. And if it does get hacked, there is the risk to that. So there's risk to everything. There's a risk to everything. Is DIA backed by gold or anything? DIA is backed by a basket of cryptocurrency. So DIA is backed by cryptocurrency. And then you have precious metal backed stablecoins and dollar-backed stablecoins. Is it a taxable event if you swap your crypto into stablecoins? Yes, it is a taxable event because you're cashing out. Maybe someone can correct me on that, but yeah, because you're moving it out, so there would be a profit taken, I believe. So I'll have to get back to you on that one. Yes, if you because you're cashing out, if there was any gains on that, yeah, because you're going to stablecoin, I would believe so. So anybody can correct me on that one if I'm not right. I'm using Nexo from your Warrior video. Do not recommend that. Do you not? No, absolutely. I love Nexo, man. That's where I did my DeFi loan. I have a DeFi loan on Nexo right now. I love Nexo. Absolutely love it. So I did just so you guys know what Nexo is, a DeFi exchange. I put some of my Ethereum on there and I got a 50% LTV, loan to value. And I took out a 50% loan and I bought more assets with it. So you just got to be careful though. If you're doing a DeFi loan at the peak of the market, if it collapses, guess what? They're going to liquidate there'll be a liquidation point, which is the 50% of your loan to value. Once it drops below the loan to value, you need to start adding more to your assets. So they'll start pulling from your actual portfolio. Why DIA versus USDC? The DIA, because it's backed by cryptocurrency, not the US dollar. But honestly, to be completely transparent, the reason why I picked it was a recommendation from CryptoCito. And then once I found out it was backed by cryptocurrency, just want to be transparent. Then I was really excited about it because I'm trying to be cash poor, fiat currency poor, and asset rich. So I'm just following what my mentors are doing. So most of them do not keep cash. They have precious metals, cryptocurrency, businesses, multifamily homes. They usually have apartment complexes or vacation homes, things like that. They don't seem to be into single family homes. They're more into the I went into a whole new realm with my mentor. Like it's a whole new world of wealth. And so they seem to buy big apartment complexes, high cash generating assets. Not saying single family homes aren't the way to go, but I'm not educated in that. Thanks. Makes sense. Can I get a loan on my XRP? I don't know if you can on Nexo, but somebody was telling me there's a place where you can. But when the Flare network drops, boom, we can do DeFi loans. We're going to be able to do staking, all that stuff. Flare is going to be remarkable. Are profits taxable if you convert to stablecoin? I think so. I think anytime you move it from currency to crypto to another crypto creates a taxable event if it's not the same crypto. Make sure you consult your tax professional. USDC is good. USDT will crash. Thank you, XRP Hardy. I love all your knowledge. Appreciate it. BB stablecoin USDC. I love you guys. What stablecoin will you choose to put your money in? DIA. I'm doing DIA. DAI. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I just lost a bunch of things here. I'm trying to keep up with this. Kev does such a good job at this. What hard wallet do you recommend? I use a Ledger Nano S. Coach JV, if you get hacked and crypto is gone, how about tax? Would you get taxed if your crypto is gone? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, if it got hacked, you didn't cash it out. So there'd be no record of you cashing it out. Are you going to be using Flare network? And also, oh, hell yeah. I'm going to be all over the Flare network, man. I'm basically going to be my own bank. I cannot wait because I understand banking. You're literally your own bank. You're literally right now in my own bank. I just did my own DeFi loan. It's like, it's not even like to rationalize it as an ex-banker. Like if you guys understand, you literally do not need banks anymore. You do not need banks anymore. They will be obsolete if they don't get their shit together and get in the game, Warriors. They will not get if they don't get their shit together, they're going to be obsolete. You won't need a credit union. You won't need any of these small banks. You won't need them. You can do your own lending. You can do your own mutual funds. We could create a mutual fund, the Warrior Mutual Fund. We could do, I mean, it's mind boggling what's happening right now. There's a reason why I invest in silver, not gold. I'm just not I don't have a lot, just being honest. I'll always be honest with you guys. I don't have a lot of knowledge on the deep benefits of gold. The knowledge that I gained was from Lynette Zhang. So I didn't, I really dove into the silver part with her about barterability because I was kind of getting really stuck in the conspiracy last year, to be honest with you. And that's what I started. But it makes sense because like Venezuela, when they collapsed, you can actually take silver and you can barter with silver. Gold, you couldn't walk into a store that with an economy that collapsed and barter with gold. Right. But silver, you can. If you have the silver coins, most stores, if it does collapse, you can actually go in and barter with silver. So I'm using the silver as and one thing too, Warriors, very important is, I'm not foolish, being an influencer. Don't keep your precious metals with you. Don't keep them in, what I mean, in your own house, right? I have mine stored. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell you where it's stored. I have it stored in multiple locations. Like, put it in different places. Don't put it at your house. So if somebody breaks in your house, they ain't gonna get shit. Like, just think about that stuff too. Like, really think about that. Especially being an influencer too, you got to be smart with that type of stuff. You know, people, there's just weird people out there. So don't keep and for you too, even if you're not an influencer, don't keep your precious metals at your house. If you have a family member that you can put them in their safe, buy them a safe. Just try to put things in multiple different places. I did look into that XRP Daddy, LOL, but there's rules. Okay, let's see here. Is there a reason why you invest in silver, not gold? Barterability, Dubai, UAI. I'm be heading out to Dubai. My mentor's out in Dubai, so I can't wait to go see him. When's the next meet and greet? Oh, man. So what we have coming up next is we have our in-person conference. We did a private warrior one and it went really well. It sold out in like a week, which is freaking awesome. Our private retreat, and then our conference almost sold out. So we tested it with a small group, and then we're going to actually launch a conference to the public next year. And so we have about 40 people coming to our private conference, and then we're going to do a meet and greet mixed with the conference. So not only do we do a meet and greet, but you get to, I would like to bring all the top crypto influencers together, have a day long like meeting with them, you know, so you guys can meet all them and learn from them, and then have a nice little meet and greet at night. And I'd love to do it in Vegas again. We had a great time. So, okay, cool. Oh, I can put the comments up here. What? Do you anticipate big bang moment with iOS 22 implementing November 2022? Appears to be a reoccurring verbiage within the documents referencing migration. A big bang could be massive, man. What this has been happening, great question. This has been happening for a while, Warriors. I mean, this is not I think it seems like it's all happening so fast, but they've been working on this stuff. When I was in banking school, gosh, 9 years ago, we started talking about fintech, financial technology, reducing branches, getting rid of tellers, getting rid of bankers, and putting talking ATMs. So this stuff has been going on for a very long time. You know, think about it. SWIFT system was created before the internet. So it's like it was built in 1970s. And so we can't go into the new system with the SWIFT system. That's why SWIFT system is getting on the iOS mess. So iOS 2022 is a messaging system. So yeah, it could be a big bang. Benny lobby someone. Oh, let's see. Yes, Dubai. Let's go. I can't wait. Where do I buy XRP? Not financial advice. Not financial advice. If people want to put advice in here, Uphold, Qcoin are two of the places a lot of warriors buy them. Not financial advice. Do your research. You see who is used to collateralizing Tether. I hear rumors that they are using Evergrande, who just got into trouble with China. I think it's beginning. I have trouble finding it. Tether, man, it seems like they're moving the casino, the printing casino, over to Tether. But yeah, some weird stuff going on at Tether, man. XRP Daddy, you going to Puerto Rico? Is that for me? I would love to go to. Oh, he's going to talk to XRP Daddy. Sorry about that. Benny, if there's there's a way, follow the leader. This is kind of cool. I can pop these up here. Do you have risk of being hacked on Nexo that has FDIC up to 2 million? So yeah, so there's actually insurance on there. So yeah, you can still be hacked, but you're insured, right? It's like a bank. So that's a cool thing as well. Yeah, and also banks can get hacked too, but you're insured, right? So that's just look at your exchanges. Crypto.com holds your stuff on a cold wallet. Also, Kraken does as well. Doesn't mean that it's safe. I'm not suggesting you hold your stuff on there, but they do hold it on a cold storage. So if they do get hacked, they have it on a cold storage. Expert Daddy, learn. Here you are. I'm buying XRP with a simple swap. Boom. Puerto Rico is full. Hello, Magic Man. How you doing? No Benny Switzerland. Sorry, I shouldn't be putting the conversations up here. Let's see. All right, any questions here? Coach, do you eat meat? Man. So just being transparent with you guys. So I was vegan for a long time, and recently, I found out why. So I'm a very clean eater. I eat very clean. I fast every single day. I keep myself in pretty good shape. I'm 45. Eat a very healthy, clean diet. I was completely vegan. I recently went to a doctor and they did my blood. My blood's been perfect, like a 25-year-old man. I do hormone therapy. And my doctor's like, what the heck? My hormone doctor. He's like, you're showing signs of leaky gut. And if you notice on my podcast, I was burping a lot on my YouTube videos and stuff too. If you guys remember that, I've been burping. I just noticed that. And so I guess I got leaky gut. I was like, what the hell? But what we boiled it down to, it had to be lack of sleep, because I go So if you follow me on Instagram, I go nonstop. I get up at 2:50 in the morning. I run multiple companies. I work about 16 hours a day. So I had to, the fucking point of it, sorry, there's a long ass answer, long ass road to your question. So I went on this specific diet for leaky gut. I started eating a bison, gluten-free, farm raised. Everything is like literally super duper duper clean. And I think I'm repairing it, man. I don't know. I'm going to get my blood test. I feel great too. When they told me I had leaky gut, I was like, what the hell? The only things I noticed, my stomach is like, if you look at my pictures in Vegas, my stomach was huge. And I'm like, what the hell? And I had a couple drinks and I got smashed. Now I don't drink very often, but I was like, why did I get so drunk? Because basically the alcohol is going right into my system. And so I'm working on healing that right now. So the point is I am eating meat, which is bison right now. I don't enjoy eating meat though. It does not make me feel, the bison's not bad actually. It hasn't been really that bad, but I don't like eating meat. That was a long answer to your question. I'm sorry about that. Cool. I'm retired at the age of 25. Awesome. XDC. I don't hold XDC, but I became a fan of it. That sounds kind of weird that I don't hold it because I'm not buying any more crypto. I'm buying a few cryptos that my team will suggest, but I'm sticking with my portfolio. I got some bigger things in the works with LBOs and things like that. I'm just staying on my fundamental cryptos right now. So my biggest holdings are XRP, XLM, Ethereum, ADA, VeChain, and CRO are my top 6 holdings. And then I hold 21 cryptos. Top of that. What's the biggest lesson you've learned this year? Wow. Great question, Anthony XRP, is to be present. Because this is the thing, Warriors. I've been telling you guys this, and I've been doing my more unhinged videos on Saturday. I'm not going to get emotional talking about this, but it's like, really think about this. What if tomorrow doesn't come? I know it's cliche and all that bullshit. Your life isn't going to change when you make what will change when you make $1 million or $10 million or whatever wealth is to you guys? What will change is your resources, right? What won't change is how you feel. So being present is the biggest thing that I've learned the last year and a half specifically. I just recently went up north and just sat. I sat for 48 hours. I just sat in the forest. You guys saw some pictures on my Instagram. And that's what I do. I'm just more present. I'm not attached to the crypto market. I don't worry about hackers. I don't worry about that shit. If they took all my money from me, I say fuck you and I just move on. I'm already rich. I'm already happy. I'm already abundant. I'm not attached to my YouTube channel. I'm not attached to my Instagram, my TikTok. I do this because I love it. That's why I'm not, saying, like about people that report my accounts. I could care less, man. I could care less. So the best lesson I've learned is to be present. Great question, man. Just be present. You're always going to be chasing something. So just chase peace. Mondays are going to be fire. Thank you. I think you're talking about this show. I think so. Yeah. So thank you. XRP to the moon. Yep. Do you work on decalcifying your pineal gland? I do. Yep. Through fasting. Yeah, I do a lot. I do. I was going to say the ice baths and stuff like that. You guys saw, I'm so freaking busy. It sounds like excuses, Warriors. I mean, I was in such a sickening routine. Ice baths. I was doing all this stuff, meditation, my Wim Hof breathing, all this stuff. I work with plant medicines with shamans in legal countries where they support the spiritual awakenings. So yes, I do a lot of work on decalcifying through meditation, through breathing, through different things. Like I was going to say my toothpaste, but I do have Crest in there. I used to use a non-fluoride toothpaste, but I could do a better job of it. So Joe XDC is golden. Boom. Will XRP keep going up? Hell yeah. Or will it go down tomorrow? Oh, it's probably going to have a little bit of a pullback, but I thought you meant like in the long term. Coach, are you human? I don't know. People keep saying that I'm a reptilian, so I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? I don't feel human. Just being honest, I don't feel human. I don't relate to people in normal everyday setting. In my warrior environment, I'm very extrovert. Outside of my warrior environment or my warrior academy, I'm very introvert. I like to just go sit and be by myself. I'm not lonely. I'm not lonely. I like being alone. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I don't feel human. I don't feel like I can relate to a lot of people because I'm really happy, but it took a long time. So it's the gluten coach. Non-dairy, right? That's what I think too. Vegan diet can destroy your gut. That's interesting, Benny. Okay, so I'd like to learn. I've never had any issues with my gut until I went vegan, which is weird to me. Like my doctor was like, "What the hell, dude?" I was like, I mean, I eat healthy too, and I was eating. So I would love to learn more of what it did to my gut. I mean, we couldn't think of anything. He's like, maybe you're not sleeping enough. So I am sleeping more. I got on a gut regimen, but I do feel better though. My muscles feel fuller the way that I'm eating again. But I did enjoy being vegan though. When I went vegan when I went on my spiritual journey for ayahuasca. So I went fruit for like 3 months before my ayahuasca journey. Holy cow. I'd never felt better in my life, but it's boring to eat fruit every day. Will XRP keep going up, or you got that one? Let's see. Those are going to go up from here. All right. Where's I got a couple minutes and I got to jump off. Oh, CRO. Let's talk about this, man. Gosh dang. I don't have a price prediction, but I'll tell you what, I'm big on gut feeling. Almost all my investments have been, obviously we do tokenomics and all that stuff. We do on-chain analysis, and I have a whole team that does that. But I'm like, I do a lot with my gut too, but like CRO, man, I feel CRO. Here's why. Because you have to look at the leadership team, the marketing team. I think the price is unbelievably suppressed. And I don't know why, because I mean, you're there in the UFC, F1, but that's not going to make it appreciate, right? It has to be, there's utility. They also have their own DeFi. They have their own blockchain. But here's the thing. It's called barrier to entry. My mom crushes it on crypto.com. My mom still wrote checks up until crypto.com. If my mom can crush it on crypto.com and after 2 weeks stopped asking me questions and then buying, she's like, hey, I have a funny story. She goes, I bought the Beyonce coin. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, Beyonce has her own coin? I was like, what the fuck? I'm looking around at Binance. And then she said, I bought the doggy coin. And then it was so funny because I was like, mom's so cute, man. I love her. She was like, I bought or something like the Beyonce coin or something. I'm like, what the hell? But she's crushing it. That's the only thing she said to me lately on crypto, but she's crushing it. So I think casino coin. Yes. Does anybody know how to get into casino coin? Glutamine powder. Yeah, I'm on the glutamine. I got glutamine. I got something called Happy Guts. I feel freaking great. Going vegan should be looked at as only eating meat when there is a initiate that is going to become a man. Oh, tried. Interesting. I love learning this stuff. Low levels of hydrochloric acid are easy to obtain. For most people in a vegan diet, celery juice for a month in 30 minutes your day will repair. Awesome. Let's see here. Love it. Thanks for the knowledge. Warriors rise. Bit true. All right, Warriors. So I'm going to jump off. What time is it? Yeah, I got some business stuff. Oh, shit. I got to go. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the love with the Saturday videos. If you want more of like the Saturday type videos, I have a podcast called the Coach JV Podcast. I'm to pat myself on the back. I've been working on it for a very long time. There's over 1,000 podcasts since 2017. If you go to iTunes, it's in the top 25 for motivation. If you type in motivation, scroll down, you'll see the Coach JV Podcast, top 25 in the world. And on Spotify, we're in the top 10 in the world for motivation podcast. So very excited. We also just launched the Ken Mack Coach JV Financial Freedom Show, and then we have the Kevin Anytime and Coach JV show on Tuesday and Thursday, which we talk about anything we want. So and we kind of set up our new studio in our gym there. So it's kind of cool that if you guys look at the Coach JV and Kevin Anytime show, people thought we started a whole new studio. We actually just set that up right in our gym. We have all these HD cameras, and we decided to set it up like a news station. So I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And remember, you are very special and you are the greatest of all time. I am the top health and mindset and crypto coach in the world, as you are the top who you want to be in your world. I love you guys. Have a great day. Warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Let's go.